Every day, the eggs in the kitchen tremble with fear, because at any second a real monster can get in here. This monster throws the eggs into a hot frying pan and generously pours oil on them. They beg for help, and at that moment a real superhero appears. This is a super egg named Toto. It attacks the monster, puts out the fire, and saves its comrades, as well as a piece of bacon. Toto creates a league of savior eggs and helps everyone who is in trouble, including the beauty BB, who worked in the circus. And then a real miracle happens. Toto turns into a chicken. Okay, it wasn't quite like that. But grown-up eggs like to embellish everything and scare kids with scary stories. Toto has grown up and become a rooster, but now he no longer has any superpowers. He is just an ordinary domestic bird. Toto goes on a date with the local hendy and tries to confess his love to her. Unfortunately, her father, the fighting cock Don Poncho, interferes. He reminds Toto that Toto must work as an alarm clock tomorrow morning. Soon after, our hero listens to a cockfight on the radio and learns that the winner is a champion named Bankiva. The crowd is delighted. No one has ever been able to defeat this hero. The champion's owner is delighted. Thanks to his super strong fighting cock, he has become very rich. Toto considers Bankiva his idol and dreams of becoming just like him. Or even better, defeat Bankiva in the ring. But now our hero has another task: to crow and wake up the entire farm. He and Don Poncho get into a bucket, climb onto the roof, and yes, this is really very bad. The eggs are scared and think that Toto is possessed by an evil spirit. All the inhabitants of the farm are horrified, but he really woke everyone up. Toto and his friends learn that the owner is going to sell their farm because of big debts. This is very sad news. Don Poncho suggests that everyone go to the biggest village. There he will bet on their farm and fight the champion Bankiva. Don Poncho has not entered the ring for a long time, but they have no other choice. All the animals, birds, and eggs are ready to take the risk. Our heroes steal a local postman's motorcycle and set off on a road trip. They stop at a gas station to get some food and continue on their way. Their motorcycle is spotted by a couple of hungry opossums, but they can't catch up. Our heroes reach the village and find a fighting arena and an underground bookmaker's office. A drunk turkey pesters them, but soon some tough ass guards show up. Toto goes to the stands and sees one of the cockfights. Both opponents are incredibly strong, but the winner is not the one who is bigger, but the one who has better fighting technique. Soon our heroes get into the office of the local authority, the God Egg. Don Poncho offers his bet on the farm. The God Egg refuses because once Don Poncho ran away right in the middle of a fight and really set him up. Toto and Dee go to investigate the fight club. A famous singer named Shaquiz comes on stage. By the way, she is not a chicken, but a peacock. Toto looks at the star with real delight, and after the performance asks her for an autograph. Shaquiz flirts with our hero, and jealous Dee immediately pounces on her rival. Suddenly, the champion Bankiva appears. It turns out that Shaquiz is his lover. Bankiva mocks Toto and pulls his feather out. Don Poncho stands up for him. A fight almost breaks out between the fighting cocks. The egg of the cross appears and declares that he accepts Don Poncho's bet, but on one condition: Toto must fight in the ring instead of him. At first, our hero refuses such a crazy idea, but he is ready to risk it to save his farm. The owner of Bankiva receives a letter inviting him to another fight and is happy to make a new bet. Our heroes stop at a small clearing in the forest. There Don Poncho tells everyone his story. He was the strongest fighter and no one could defeat him. But one day a very strange rooster entered the ring against him. He was incredibly fast and defeated Don Poncho. It turns out that it was a drake in disguise. Don Poncho escaped from the ring and quit cockfighting forever. Our heroes find a pond with ducks, among which the legendary Drake boxer supposedly lives. All the ducks have gathered to listen to a performance by local rapper Snoop Dogg. Don Poncho forces Toto to battle Snoop Dogg. Unfortunately, our hero can't rap, so he loses the musical battle. Then Don Poncho declares that Toto is not a singer, but a fighting rooster, and challenges the ducks to fight him. One of the karate drakes appears. His name is Jean-Claude Van Quack, and he is a real professional. In the fight with him, Toto initially wins, but Jean-Claude Van Quack hits Toto with his fist, throws him into the air, and our hero lands unconscious. Later, when Toto comes to, a very cheeky and talkative duck egg appears and declares that many years ago Don Pancho's opponent in the ring was his father. Alas, the drake, pretending to be a rooster, has long since retired and is now exploring the stomach of a crocodile. Duck Egg decides to personally teach Toto martial arts. The first task is to believe in himself. It seems that our hero is doing well. The grueling training begins. We see that Toto is not distinguished by strength, agility, or endurance. Bankiva is also preparing for battle, and it seems that Toto has no chance of winning against such an opponent. Despite everything, our brave cockerel does not give up and gradually becomes stronger. To win, he needs to behave like a duck, that is, swim and fly. Yes, flying is not working out yet. Toto tries again and again, but he cannot overcome the force of gravity. The next day, Toto learns to swim. More precisely, drown. After that, he boxes with Don Pancho. The fighting cock shows our hero his signature move. He crows and delivers a crushing blow to Toto. It's a knockout. The training continues. It's stretching, swimming, and flying. Toto gradually gets better and better. The owner of the farm receives a notice of an upcoming cockfight. She is surprised, but thinks that she forgot about it due to senile amnesia. Toto's next training session takes place on the Rocky Mountains. The ducks teach our hero to dodge his opponent both on the ground and in the air. Their fight attracts the attention of Griff, who was sent by Shaquiz to spy on Toto. The wily peacock asks Griff to steal some chickens from Toto's farm to demoralize him before the fight. It's the night before the fight with Bankiva. Toto must find his special move that will help him defeat his opponent. D kisses the cockerel and wishes him luck. Toto has a terrible nightmare in which the formidable Bankiva knocks him out. When he wakes up, he loses all his courage and runs away. So the owner of the farm takes Don Pancho to fight. Granny races into the ring on a cool motorcycle and almost knocks down a couple of opossums. The eggs try to support Toto and restore his faith in himself. A flock of predatory vultures appears on the farm and grabs several chickens. The bravest egg makes Toto fly. Our hero knocks down one of the griffins and saves his mother, and then the other chickens. The ducks come to his aid. They engage in a fierce aerial battle with the griffins. Together with Toto, they lure them into the Rocky Mountains and fly through a narrow clearing that the griffins cannot overcome. Now Toto believes in himself again and hurries to his duel. The audience fills the hall. The first cockfights begin. But all this is only a warm-up before the main fight. Don Pancho is training hard. Suddenly, Toto appears in the locker room and takes his place. He bravely enters the ring to fight the huge Banqua. The fight doesn't start off very well for Toto. Our hero falls to the ring after the first punch. Toto struggles to his feet and changes tactics, trying to escape from his opponent. However, he gets hit again. After that, Toto remembers everything he was taught. He deftly dodges all of the Banquiwa's blows and even attacks him himself. For 11 rounds, Toto demonstrates his excellent fighting skills, delivering many good blows and heroically standing on his feet, despite all the attacks of his opponent. Banquiwa uses his signature move, but Toto flies up and dodges the opponent's fists, and then gets out from under his claws. In the 12th round, when Banquiwa already looks tired, Toto uses his signature blow. Unfortunately, it is not enough to knock out the huge rooster. There is too little time left, and the Banquiwa wins on points. The friends shout and try to support Toto, thanks to which, in the last seconds of the fight, he crows perfectly and knocks out the Banquiwa. It's a victory. The audience is delighted. Toto is happy. His dream has come true. He hugs Don Pancho and kisses his beloved D. Even the Banquiwa admits defeat and congratulates Toto on his victory. The owner of the Banquiwa runs into the ring with a weapon in his hands, but is knocked out by Toto's mistress. The man is arrested for hooliganism. The God's Egg wins the bet made on Toto. Now it is fabulously rich. Bibi appears. She brings Shaquiz and a gang of vultures with her. Bibi reports that the mean peacock tried to make Toto lose. Banquiwa is very upset by his beloved's behavior and demands that she be kicked out of the fight club. Back at the farm, our heroes throw a big party and celebrate Toto's victory. Everyone dances and sings. Now they won't have to sell the farm, and they won't become homeless.